Brother Covey once said, he was the one who said this, sabi niya, we are not, N-O-T, we are not products of our circumstances, but rather, we are products of our decisions. Very powerful statement. We are not products of our circumstances, but rather, we are products of our decisions. Unfortunately, a lot of people would like to reverse that statement. Lalo na ngayon, ang dami mong narinig. James, dahil sa lockdown, tumaba ako. Brothers and sisters, wala namang kinalaman ng lockdown sa pagtaba natin, di ba? Kasi decision po natin yon. Wala namang kinalaman ng lockdown. Siguro sabi ng lockdown, ba't ako sinisisi nyo? Decision mo yung kumain. At kumain. At kumain pa. Decision natin yun . So, truly, Brother Covey is right. We are not products of circumstances, but rather we are products of our decisions. Let me share with you a quick story to illustrate the power of decisions. The story behind the statue of David, the statue of young David, is truly profound to me. You see, the statue of David was created by the Renaissance artist Michelangelo. Michelangelo was commissioned by the Florentine Council to create a statue of the young David. But the instruction was very specific. It was not just to create another statue. The instruction given to him was to create a statue that captures young David in his greatest moment. Keep that in mind. You have to create a statue of David, young David, that captures David in his greatest moment. So let me pause for a while, brothers and sisters, and ask you this question. Kung kayo po kaya yung artist na nabigyan ng napakalaking assignment na gumawa ng statue that captures young David in his greatest moment, my question to you is this. How will your statue look like? If it is to capture young David in his greatest moment. Now let me continue with the story. Michelangelo went to the Bible, because that's where you and I will find the story of David, and he read the story of young David over and over and over and over again, waiting for the inspiration to come to him of what truly made young David great. And finally, the inspiration came to him, and he made his creation. Okay? Yan po si Michelangelo, di ba? Okay. And this was his creation. Now, magtataka ka, bakit yun ang kanyang ginawa? Well, brothers and sisters, for Michelangelo, after reading the story of David over and over and over again, the inspiration that came to him is, young David's greatest moment was that moment he made the decision. The decision for what? The decision to fight against Goliath. The decision to free his people. And most importantly for me, my favorite of all, when young David made a decision that he will trust in the God of Israel. When thousands of soldiers who were there, trained for battle, did not decide to trust their God. David did. And so for Michelangelo, what made David great? What made young David great was the moment he made that decision to trust in the living God. The word decision has a very interesting etymology. Very interesting etymology. The word decision comes from the Latin root word that means to cut. C-U-T. To cut. Let me share with you two other words that shares the same Latin root word. Word number one, incision. Word number two, circumcision. And of course, sama na natin decision. You see, incision means to cut in. Circumcision means to cut around. Decision means to cut off. O-F-F. De, in Latin, means off. So, what are we cutting off? So, brothers and sisters, to make a decision means to cut ourselves off from all the many choices in front of us. Diba? Ang daming choices eh. Red, white, blue, pink, green. Choose one. Decide on one. And that becomes your decision. Now, brothers and sisters, I discovered, this is just me personally, I discovered that for many people, the problem is not I will decide. The problem for many people is I will decide tomorrow.